This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Friday, the 16th day of November in the year 2018. Here is what we're tracking tonight. Of the 573,000 persons on the local government elections voters list, only 208,534 of them turned up and cast their ballots at the polls on Monday, representing a voter turnout of just over 38%. That's an almost 10% decline in the voter turnout rate when compared to the figures from 2 years ago for the 2016 local government elections. The Ghana Elections Commission believes that voter apathy played a major role in the low voter turnout. But according to the chairman of the commission, Justice James Patterson, the Elections Commission will not be taking the blame for that.
GCOM cannot be blamed for voter apathy. We've done our best.
The Chief Elections Officer Keith Lowenfield said while GCOM did provide voter education, its mandate points to ensuring elections take place and are hosted efficiently. He said the local government department and the political parties have a bigger role to play to ensure the electors are properly educated about the system and that they turn out to vote.
Our mandate says this is what you do. You conduct general and regional and local government elections.
Deputy Chief Elections Officer Roxanne Myers reminded that GCOM's voter education program focuses on the technical and procedural aspect of how a voter should vote.
What they should know technically, what voluntary groups and parties should know for nomination day, for submission of symbols. Those are the kinds of things that we focus on.
The low voter turnout occurred across the country. In Georgetown, only 28% of the eligible voters turned up at the polls. Georgetown is the largest local authority area. More news coming up in just a moment.
This Christmas, get a loan for your dream car with an extended repayment term. Spruce up your home with that renovation you always wanted and take advantage of low or no down payment. Get new appliances so you can cook up a storm. You'll get same-day approval. Plus, you can win a getaway to a destination of your choice. Visit RepublicGuyana.com today to find out how.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you. Get ready for Hard Drive, featuring the sexiest Jamaican superstar, Shensia, at Club Rio on Monday 19th.
You're not ready at all, ready for all this unconditional love I got for you. Guyana, don't worry, I will be back at Rio nightclub. Make sure it's on roll out because your girl Shensia is gonna be there live in living colors, giving a full performance. So everybody to roll out, Rio nightclub, get there. And I see always sexy and we have a little cute face. Nothing them not have over me. Some y'all watch me style and a chat, but a time them a waste. Nothing them not have over me.
Get ready to ride it, ride it. Ready to ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it, ride the wave. Open up the new vibe, drink up the boldness inside. Radical and fresh and wild. Catch the wave now. Ride bold, ride fresh, ride strong. Come on, ride the wave. Taste the action, satisfaction, perfection. Wave, 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 wave,
Ride the new wave of excitement sweeping Guyana. Wave Pale Ale, a premium, full-bodied, strong, and refreshing alcoholic brew, crafted to perfection for a bold, young, radical you. Don't settle for anything less. Catch a Wave Pale Ale and ride it today.
Wave Pale Ale.
Crafted to perfection.
Welcome back, and we continue to look at the world of politics. The results of the local government elections for the Alliance for Change might not necessarily change the party's negotiating power in the APNU-AFC coalition. Although the two parties went into the local government elections separately, today they put up a united front at a joint press conference. The coalition was formed through the Cummingsburg Accord, which was the agreement signed by the two groups, paving the way for them to jointly contest national elections. With the AFC's poor showing in the local elections, there have been whispers in the political circle that its bargaining power in the coalition might be reduced. Today, the two sides skirted around the issue. At the joint press conference, APNU executive member and foreign minister Carl Greenidge said the formula that established the coalition has been working, and there might be no intention now to change it.
This was an approach to governance in its entirety that was crafted with all the relevant parties of the coalition. All of them crafted it. It is, as far as I can recall, it is a formula with the longest longevity of any formula that has been crafted for coalitions, and there was only one before.
But Mr. Greenidge also said that there could be changes if the six parties that make up the coalition want changes. AFC Chairman Kemiraj Ramjatan shot down suggestions that his party has been demolished in the elections. He said while there are issues that will have to be examined, it is ridiculous to think that the Alliance for Change has been demolished.
The AFC has not been wiped out. As a matter of fact, from all the score sheets that we have and the places that we ran, indeed, as our statement yesterday indicated, there are certain challenges. And the bottom line is that we have maintained our base, which has always been about 10% of the votes in this country. And especially all the more confident I am because in a local government elections, it is about 28-30% of the votes that were cast. And so this very annoying false set of analysis that we are wiped out, well, you know where it's coming from. We know that. So it will always come from there. And they want to take the propaganda space to talk about the demolition job that might have happened. It has not happened.
Mr. Ramjatan said the Alliance for Change will now have to look at all the facts and statistics that were produced in the local government elections and work towards building its base. The People's National Congress Reform is the largest party in the APNU and the coalition government. The PNC's chairperson Valda Lawrence said the coalition is strong and will continue to be strong.
People of this country have found favor in a coalition government. Yes. They have continued to show us their strong support, and we will go strong into 2020. We will be successful. Yes.
The parties have committed to working together for the 2020 elections. In the aviation sector, U.S. carrier American Airlines touched down at Guyana's Cheddi-Jagan Airport last evening with its inaugural flight, promising to remain in the market for many years to come. The start of the airline's scheduled service between Miami and Georgetown came just months after it announced an intention to enter the Guyana market. At a reception to welcome the inaugural flight on Thursday evening, the airline's managing director for regulatory and international affairs, Robert Wyrick, said the airline is committed to the Guyana market.
For American Airlines, it's truly an honor to inaugurate service in Guyana. This is our 19th destination in South America, as we become the only U.S. carrier to offer service to and from the country. And then through Miami, we'll be able to connect your beautiful country to nearly 150 destinations in the United States and other countries as well.
Guyana is the 19th American airline destination in South America. The U.S. ambassador to Guyana, Perry Holloway, said the carrier's entry into the Guyana market is fantastic. He said more and more U.S. companies have been coming to Guyana, and that augurs well for Guyana and U.S. relations.
I've worked in the region for 30 years. American Airlines has always been the leader in Latin America and Caribbean. They are to this day, and adding Guyana to their routing is certainly going to also make them even more of a leader in the region. I would just say that it's already been mentioned, but these more flights, more interaction between the people of our two countries allows for greater cooperation and allows us to work much more closely together.
Foreign Affairs Minister Carl Greenidge said he believes the airline's decision to begin a service to Guyana is symbolic of the integration of Guyanese and American economies through the vital service of air transport.
This occasion itself symbolizes the importance attached by both Guyana and the United States of America to the integration of our peoples and economies through the improvement of air transport linkages. We view the presence of one of the largest U.S. airline companies as a very positive step towards the development of air services in Guyana, services that are currently lacking and services which are an important prerequisite for the expansion and greater sophistication of the economy.
And the minister within the Ministry of Public Infrastructure with responsibility for aviation, Annette Ferguson, said American Airlines' entry into the Guyana market is timely. She said with 4 weekly return flights between Georgetown and Miami, Guyanese now have more travel options to get to the destinations in North America and beyond. American Airlines flies to more than 150 destinations across the U.S. and around the world. Let's tell you now that the Ministry of Natural Resources has informed the National Assembly that there is no government minister who has been issued with any forestry license. The Guyana Forestry Commission, which is responsible for the issuance of such license, has provided the information that no such license has been issued to any current government minister. Additionally, the National Assembly has also been informed that no minister of the present government has received any license for gold export. That information came from the Gold Board. And with regard to ministers who have mining interests, the clerk of the National Assembly has been informed that 2 government ministers had mining interests long before they came to government, and they both have since relinquished the interest. The information was provided to the National Assembly by the Minister of Natural Resources in response to questions raised by PPP Member of Parliament Air Finale. In a statement, the Minister said that the Ministry of Natural Resources and its agencies, the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission, the Guyana Forestry Commission, and the Guyana Gold Board, remain committed to providing information to the National Assembly in the interest of transparency and public accountability, but cautions against rumor-mongering and wild hysterics, which are irresponsible. Well, today's sitting of the National Assembly was postponed without explanation, leaving some opposition members of Parliament fuming. Government members were reportedly informed just before the scheduled start time, so many of them did not show up. However, several opposition members were already in the parliamentary chamber when they received the news. Opposition Chief Whip Gail Teixeira said the Speaker should have convened a sitting, then announced a postponement. She complained bitterly about the manner in which it was done. Just yesterday, the PPP filed a motion of no confidence against the government. That motion was not scheduled to be discussed today and might more than likely come up just before or just after the national budget once it gets a clearance from the Speaker later this month. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting.